Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. So today we are back with our series Should You Visit, and today we're coming to you with one we've got a lot to say about, and that is Alice Springs, mostly famous for Uluru.
So Alice Springs is a town located in the middle of the Australian outback. It's situated in the state of the Northern Territory, and it is one of Australia's most remote towns.
So Alice Springs is most famous for its natural landscapes and Aboriginal culture.
So despite the beauty surrounding the town of Alice Springs, it is actually one of the most dangerous towns, or the most dangerous town in Australia. We felt that, didn't we?
We felt that, and after we left, a few months after we left, they actually put a curfew on anyone under the age of 18 was not allowed to basically leave the house and wander the streets, because it's that dangerous.
It was probably one of the only places in Australia where we actually felt unsafe.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have gone out on my own at all. But I wouldn't have even gone out just me and you after dark. I just wouldn't. Like, I just...
Oh, not after dark. We didn't go out after dark at all.
No, because, yeah, it's like the ghetto.
Crazy.
The Australian ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay, so our experience. Let's get into it.
So we left Adelaide after a couple of days there, and we got a 22-hour coach journey through the outback to Alice Springs. It was such a long coach journey, and we finally arrived in Alice Springs, and we spent around 5 days in Alice Springs. One of them days we were at Uluru, so we didn't really spend that day at Alice Springs, but...
So we actually stayed in a little hostel. I can't remember what it was called now.
It was called Alice Lodge Backpackers.
Yeah, and it's actually really cute. Yeah, I felt kind of safe there, but we didn't really see anyone, to be honest.
No, there was a couple of people. Like, the first few days, there was no one there.
Yeah.
We didn't really see. I thought there'd be more travellers and stuff in Alice Springs, but there wasn't really any travellers or anything.
So the first little bit of conflict we got into, which wasn't really conflict, it was more like, oh, that was weird, is we went on a walk. So you can do a walk up to the telegraph station. So it's a little hike, very hot. I would advise to wear a fly net because there are so many flies.
So many flies.
And I don't know if you remember, but a policeman came running past us and was like, have you seen this guy? He looks like this. And I was like, no, I really hope we don't see him as well. So that was weird.
A few other things. There were just armed security on the shops.
Yeah.
And just... we bought some alcohol and it was like airport security trying to buy it, questioning us and everything.
Yeah.
Obviously they have quite a big alcohol problem there with the Aboriginals.
They do have a lot of litter in the streets.
The town is mostly black people.
So we felt like intruders, basically.
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
100%. We felt that we were the odd ones out.
Which we were.
We were, yeah. It just felt dodgy. It felt like we could get robbed at any point.
Pretty much, and they wouldn't have cared. So yeah, I would advise to stay away from the town. I would advise, if you're going there, just purely go for the tours.
It's a great place to base yourself and do all the things around it, but I wouldn't stay anywhere near the town centre. No. We were actually outside. Yeah. And just outside the town, which was a bit nicer for us.
So we have got a fun fact for you before we move on to the next bit. When we were there, there's a river called the Todd River, and 95% of the year it is dry. Like, you do not see water in that river. When we were there, the river was flowing, like
completely
full.
flowing.
And all the Aboriginals were just like playing in the river, swimming around, but it was really cool to see actually.
Yeah, it's quite rare to see apparently the river fully flowing. Because normally they're all chilling in the river like drinking and stuff.
But no, it was swimming and...
Yeah. So things to do in Alice Springs, the first one is hikes. There's so many amazing hikes to do around the town because, yeah, you're right in the middle of the outback, so much nature. Some popular hikes to do in Alice Springs are the Larapinta Trail, which you can do different lengths, but I think the full one actually takes multiple days. There's the telegraph station, which was the one that we did. That was like pretty good. It was about an hour or so, and it was a few little mountains. Not mountains, but like mounds of rocks, which we climbed up, which was pretty cool. And the last one is the Ormiston Pond Walk. Obviously, if you are doing these hikes, always go with someone, always text someone to say where you're going, take plenty of water, fly nets, sun cream, because it is hot. Yeah, and I remember pretty much when you leave the town, there's no service at all. So yeah, just be careful. You could easily get lost out there, and it's not the place you want to get lost. No. Next one, we were sad that we didn't get to do this. Well, We had it booked.
We had it booked.
They cancelled it.
They cancelled it because of the rain. It was too slippery for the camels. And this was camel riding through the outback, which I think would be amazing.
Yeah, it's at sunset. Well, you can either do it in the day, but the sunset one's the main one that they advertise. And yeah, definitely worth doing. I never even knew there were camels in the outback until
There's more camels in Australia than kangaroos.
I don't think there is. Is there?
Oh, I don't know. I might be lying.
Yeah, I didn't even realise there was camels there. Definitely worth doing. One thing I wish we did. So the next one is Uluru. We did a day tour there. You can't miss this if you're going to the outback. And yeah, it's just like incredible. It felt like a magical place, didn't it?
Yeah, it's very spiritual.
It felt like, yeah, something about it was just magical. I don't know what it was.
Fun fact about Uluru is you used to be able to climb it, and they actually stopped that now. And there's a lot of rules around it. If you are going, you can only take pictures in certain places. It's a very, very sacred.
Yeah, you got your video taken down, didn't you?
On YouTube, yeah. But the thing is, I only filmed where they told me I can. So YouTube, it was amazing. There's lots of rules and stuff because it is so sacred. Yeah, do a bit of research, or if you've got a good tour guide, they normally let you know.
We initially wanted to do like the 3 or 4 day.
Yeah, that was the thing it was going to do.
Camping thing at Uluru. Is it fully booked or something?
So basically, there's this camping thing you can do, which is over 3 days. And you camp under the stars in a sleeping bag. Anyway, it was so fully booked. So if you're going to do that, do it. Book it months and months and months in advance.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realise, but Uluru is actually like a 5-hour drive from Alice Springs.
Yeah.
People think Alice Springs is Uluru, but it's...
I did.
I mean, it feels close when you're in Australia, but when you think about it, that's like driving from London up to like Newcastle.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
But definitely visit Uluru. It was definitely high on my list. It was something that I wanted to see since I was like 12 probably. Definitely don't miss that. A lot of people think it's just a rock, but it's a whole experience of going there.
Yeah, it's the experience, the education, the feeling.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, we had a barbecue next to it with some wine. It was really fun, really fun. Next one would be a hot air balloon ride in Alice Springs. I just think that sounds...
That'd be so cool.
Amazing. Red Desert.
I think it's sunrise is the main one they do. And you avoid the heat, but watching a sunrise would be so good.
That'd be really cool. Also, I just wanted to add to that, obviously, I was gutted we didn't see any because it was like wet season, but the stars in the outback, if you get to see them.
That was the place where surely the best stars in the world, surely one of the best stars in the world would be there.
But it rained.
Yeah. And the last one is go and see the local wildlife. Some of the wildlife in the outback is wildlife you wouldn't find anywhere else in the world. There's a few little zoos and stuff around Alice Springs that you can go and visit and see the animals, or you can just go and search for them in the wild.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
Probably get eaten alive.
Definitely not. You'll see some... We actually see our first redback spider.
Yeah, we did see it there.
In the toilets where we were staying.
In Alice Springs. A lot of people miss out the outback from their list because they think it's just a desert and there's nothing there. There's something about being out there.
It's the Australian experience.
Yeah, something about being out there like feels more amazing than seeing mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I think the fact you're so far from
remote.
Anywhere, the fact that you can drive for days and days and not see anyone.
Kind of gives me Wolf Creek vibes.
Yeah.
But it being on that coach.
It just feels adventurous because you're going through on a coach.
Yeah, but like we literally got on the coach, went to sleep, woke up, no service, red desert, didn't know where we were. I was like, oh my god.
And you stop off at like these little...
gas stations.
Yeah, gas stations. They'd have like one shop selling pies or something.
Yeah, and I remember when we pulled up at one and there was just emus.
Yeah,
it was just emus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Literally emus.
So, we always do a negative in this series, and one bad thing about Alice Springs, it's the safety.
Yeah.
It's definitely the safety that just... I would personally, if I was solo travelling, wouldn't have gone there.
Really?
I wouldn't have gone there without you.
I wouldn't allow you to go there.
No.
To be fair. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go out at night.
We never went out for meals at all there. No, we cooked it all in the hostel.
When it's Subway, it was absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god.
The crime rate's just gone crazy there. I think it's getting worse and worse by the day.
Apparently it's definitely not what it used to be like 20 years ago, because I've spoken to a few people. One of my old managers used to work in Alice Springs. He said it was nothing compared to what it used to be. It's so it's just sad actually. It's really sad.
So how long should you stay in Alice Springs? We recommend about 4 or 5 days. However, you should probably go and spend at least a couple of days at Uluru. If you're staying at Uluru for a few days, then you probably only need a day or two in actual Alice Springs. But you kind of want to take your time when you're there. We liked how chilled out it was.
It was really chilled out, actually, in the hostel.
Yeah, you want to just go out there and just feel the outback and just enjoy the experience. You don't want to be rushing around. There's not loads to do there. It's just the experience of being there.
Yeah, because bear in mind, Uluru will take up your whole day.
Yeah.
That will be a whole day gone. And then if you want to do the hikes, but there's also like other... What's that other one next to Uluru?
Attribution.
Yeah, that one. So there's that next to Uluru as well that you could go see.
One thing I would say as well, we got the coach there, and it's actually something I would recommend.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, you get the feel of how big Australia really is. And you can fly to Alice Springs, you can even fly to Uluru, like the airport there. It takes like 3 hours from Sydney or something, and it's so quick. But it doesn't really feel like an adventure. Yeah. With us, it felt like we proper trekked to the middle of the outback.
Yeah.
We felt we had to drive the whole way.
Oh my God, and like when the driver would stop off, because he had his lights on and it was dark, the bugs.
Flies, yeah.
Oh my God, if we can insert a picture here.
Yeah.
That one time I said, we will sit at the front because I just wanted to be away from everyone. And
he left the door open
every time. All these bugs were just...
Yeah, but yeah, definitely drive if you can, because if you fly, you don't get to see all the little service stations, you don't get to see it all.
It is part of the experience. It's not for the weak.
That was definitely one of our best travelling memories going there.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a place which I'd be desperate to go back to because there's nothing to do, but it's just the experience.
Yeah, it's the experience. Okay, so our overall ratings of Alice Springs.
Your experience and the place.
Yeah, we'll do that. So the place, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
Because
the actual town a 2.
I just would not stay there.
Absolute shit.
I wouldn't live there, I wouldn't stay there, I wouldn't want to. And it was actually worse than Salisbury. But like as an experience, probably like an 8 because you are experiencing the real true Australian outback and it's just so surreal.
I'd give the experience like 9.5.
Yeah, it's high. Yeah.
Because how many people do that really?
True.
Everyone goes to the Opera House. Everyone goes to like the Gold Coast. How many people
go to Alice Springs?
Alice Springs.
So our tour guide
on a coach.
Yeah, our tour guide was Scottish. So every time me and Luke talk about Alice Springs, it's like Alice Springs.
Alice Springs.
We're now having an Uluru.
Wiki.
Anyway. But yeah, that's it for Alice Springs. Let us know if you've been to Alice Springs. I'd be interested.
Your honest thoughts.
Yeah, interested to know your experience. But that's it really. So subscribe. And I guess we'll see you in a vlog next time actually.
Yeah,
an exciting vlog.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned and stay tuned for our next destination.